Hey folks, Quilly18 here and welcome to the start of a brand new RIMWORLD Let's Play. This is being recorded directly after the end of our Au Naturel Let's Play where poor Wanda died from the flu. Now we're going to do another naked brutality run over here. We are going to be using the same mods that I was using last time, which is all user interface sort of quality of life things that mean I don't have to click as many times for stuff, plus the caveat that I'm using tweaks galore to let me deconstruct debris on the map instead of having to micromanage people like punching some old cars, which I hate, and also no job authors, which doesn't matter early on in the game, but later on the authoring system just drives me crazy, so I'm just deciding I'm not going to put up with it. It's going to be okay. Start a new colony. Naked brutality start. So we're going to start with no equipment, completely naked. We're going to do Randy Random again. Losing is fun difficulty. Reload anytime. And sure, Muffalo. And I'm going to leave everything default. It's going to be fine. We'll generate a quick little world. Chukka, 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 chukka. And what I'm looking for probably still is relatively temperate. It doesn't have to be literally summer year round. I might do a 40 out of 60 if it looks okay. Prefer 50 out of 60. A summer year round would be nice. What I'd like to do is still be near the two factions that aren't jerkasses, so we've got some trading options. Most importantly, I would say the purple house, rather, I guess, over here, just because they'll be trading some more advanced stuff. So we've got one over there that might be nice. Is this jungle? Oh, that is tempered forest. Do I want a rocky start again like last time? Maybe. Well, this is mountainous. This is not high hills. Oh, mountain or flat. I want to be right in the middle. You know I love starting on a road as well, because it helps for movement. I don't know if I want to go like fully into mountainous, do I? I don't know. And then here, terrain just says, oh, it does say just flat. Okay, it's 40 out of 60 growing period. Okay, so it's not as warm in this area as I might have preferred. There you go, 50 out of 60 over here. Small hills. And yeah, between two not jerkasses, also not far from the Imperium if I wanted them to be within range for me to fling some gifts. I think we're far enough away. We're not going to get a mood debuff. I guess we'll get a pop-up about that in a second. We'll go ahead and do the map bigger because it's fun. Oh, we'll also start in spring, especially with the fact that we don't have a growth period in the winter. We'll give ourselves some extra time there. It might be a little chilly in the spring. Maybe I should just start in the summer, actually. Just because we are going to start just naked. We don't want to freeze our bits off. All right, let's go next. Oh, you are going to get cranky. Drones Forest. Which one is that? Huh? Oh, -10 with Havador. Drones Forest. Why does it say Drones Forest? But yeah, Havador, which are the purples. That is too close. What if I went here? There, you're cool with that. Okay. So we're going to click on custom fluid. You can load saved over here, but then you can't make changes. If you click on create custom and then click on whatever over here, and then you load in your ideology, which is going to be Wandaism. So here's the thing. You know how we got this top-down view of the world? Well, in my head, it's kind of like these RIMWORLDs, right? There's lots of technology, there's spaceships and stuff. They're probably satellites in orbit broadcasting the surface. And what if it's like a Truman Show-esque kind of thing? What if these people from like the core world, the glitter worlds, get their kicks watching the satellite broadcast from the surface, the top-down view, exactly like we see the game? And what if someone saw Wanda's struggles and really felt like, you know what? That spoke to me. What if in the end Wanda did actually convert someone into the idea of making a custom cult with no inherent belief systems whatsoever, other than being a proselytizer? That's what we're going to go with over here. This is effectively the same ideology as last time, except we're officially calling it Wandaism instead of me-ism. Proselytizer start, everything else set to default. 4 holidays so we can build up tons of reform points, and that's it. Remember, take the outfits off of the leader roles. Yep. All right. So yeah, nothing going on in this religion or this ideologion really, but we'll do that. All right. And for the filter, I did go and prepped a Wandaist filter. It's going to be very simple. We're not going to be fussy about things. We don't want to start with any health conditions. We don't want to be incapable of anything. We're going to start with super immune. That's the only real requirement we're putting in for our filter here. And we want at least one tick in social because we need to be able to, our person needs to be able to recruit people and convert people. That's it. 4 plants minimum, just so that it doesn't take forever to cut down our first few trees. So we're just going to randomize around that and see what we end up with. I'm actually surprised it's taking so many rolls. Wow, because before, like, when I was doing it, it was like, yeah, I mean, that's still a lot of rolls, obviously, but it's not a crazy amount. So we just rolled, let's say, 4 people over here. We get super immune, careful shooter. Delicate does increase the amount of damage we take, which I'm not super keen on. This person here just has actually just some good skills for us. We might go with Emily. What about Rave? Wimp, delicate, not really. Jumper? Jumper's beautiful. Interesting. And you got the passion for planting, which could be useful, and mining. I mean, mining's not a full-time job. Planting does take up a lot of time. I don't know if we become the leader role. Well, leader role's fine. If we get nobility stuff, eventually you will refuse to do these things, which is a little annoying. It'd be nice if you could research. Let me go ahead and just go down the entire list here and hit randomize on each person once, and we'll make a choice about who we're taking. Oh, we can get another fast learner super immune. The animal stuff I don't really care about. Yeah, so it's mining plants, animals. You know what? Safalu. There you go. That's who we're going to pick. And I'm going to leave your name in here. That's who you'll be. So we've got another female person. You know, it would have been nice maybe to start with someone with combat skills. But we didn't roll anyone with anything spectacular. Well, okay, there's still Emily here with the it's only 4 shooting, but she does have passion for it. Ooh, the crafting. Do we go with Emily? Also, she's got a pip of intellectual, which is going to be good because she's going to have to solo research some stuff. You know what? Never mind. It's going to be Emily. Emily is going to be it. 31-year-old shop kid, geologist, super immune, which is also going to be good for early combat that might randomly become an infection, which is actually going to be important since she has no medical skill. I didn't put any minimums for a lot of these things. So, yeah. 4 plant skill. Oh, I did put in the minimum for plants. That's true. All right. We're going to go with Emily here. Baseline, human on a brand new map. And she is going to try to continue the word of Wanda and see what we can get. Now, last time I had preloaded the map so I could take a look at things, come up with some plans. I don't have this time because I want to do everything on screen. So let's take a look at what we've got. So what I tend to look for is somewhat central to the map and near some fertile terrain. So obviously there's a giant blob over here. I mean, these aren't the worst. Well, I don't like, this is really close to the edge. This one's not so bad. But this is more central. It's obviously huge, and it's got some natural hills around. Well, this is a lake, which is a little harder for defense, but it's got some natural hills over here, which is going to be okay. Let's check the terrain affordance. Okay, that's fine. It won't, oh, there's a lake over here. Sorry, I thought that was another hill. How do I feel about that? It's inconvenient being very centered, but I think it's going to be okay. So let's go with our starting plan here, which first of all is going to be to get some rice growing. Now, Emily's not very good at planting. So 29 tiles is going to be, it should be more than enough, even with a bad planting skill. And I will try not to make the mistake and leave it on potato, which is really annoying when that happens. Oh, we got some donkeys. What other wildlife we got kicking around? We have a timberwolf that is a manhunter, but that is it. Wow, lots of wildlife on this map if we want to go kind of a hunting vibe. Oh, all right. Okay, so that's that. We'll plan a shelter nearby as well. Maybe what I should do is just to say, let's roughly sketch out. You know, with mods and stuff, we can probably get things like for like rectangles and whatever for the planning tool. Let's roughly sketch out what a 13 by 13 sort of grid-looking structure looks like. just as a guide to see like, oh, is it really inconvenient because we end up like bumping into something or overlapping something. I mean, obviously we can still dig up mountain, but although I'd rather not deal with insects. Yeah, see if we do this. All right. So we'll have plenty of room for expanding on a sort of a grid-like structure if that's what we want. And actually, I'm pretty sure that might connect to some overhead mountain, but barely, and we can just refill overhead mountain spots with walls so that we don't get insect infestations. And actually, we might end up not planting on this corner here too, because this is a very large fertile terrain zone, right? So just sort of getting an idea physically about what kind of space I might have. I could even consider, you know what, something like this over here. Lose a little bit of fertile terrain there, that's fine. As long as it's all terrain affordance. There actually is some mushy ground over here, which is unappealing. We may have to dry that out, we'll see. My bigger concern is how we build our defenses. I think what probably happens... I don't have any material. No, you won't let me draw any. I think what probably happens is we build a big wall here, like that. Just shy of the water. And then maybe plan on the opening / kill zone being here. I do like that to be kind of centered. And we do have the option of maybe doing anima tree over here. I don't think Emily can do natural meditation, though, because that would be under the childhood trait. If we did want to incorporate the anima tree, we'd almost like to build a grid centered on the anima tree, but we could also do like an offset thing, because the 13 by 13 area here is actually quite nice to enclose the anima tree. And don't worry, if you're going to use the anima tree, don't worry about building near it. It doesn't hurt the tree or anything. All it does is it slows down your meditation rate a little bit, but you can compensate for it later. And the advantage of having this like near your structures is fantastic. All right, so we're going to have Emily start doing her planting. Firefight, patient, doctoring. Yeah, that doctoring is going to be kind of bad. We'll leave the bed rest off for now. Let's not worry about childcare. We can figure it out later. And yeah, we'll do growing on a 2, plant cut on a 2. I think I'm still happy with that as a start. So she will plant the rice. She'll cut down some trees sort of because they're in the way. But I'll also ask for a few more trees. And in this area here, select invisible area. There we go. Harvest some berry bushes because we're going to need that for early growth. All right, Emily, let me reset you by recruiting you and unrecruiting you. Or drafting and undrafting, I suppose. And we'll get you to move. So yeah, no equipment, just super immune, but some half-decent skills. The crafting is going to be kind of nice. We go, if we end up going human supremacy, we could make, no, we can't make you production specialist. Well, that's interesting. Because with Emily, I was explicitly going to make her with Wanda, I was going to explicitly make her my leader, right? But with Emily here, she's just a proponent of it. Maybe she becomes our moral guide. She does have the social skill. So that actually might be better, because the morale guide is probably the most important, in my opinion, to have the high social skill, because we use the convert ability a lot, and a high social skill makes that a much more powerful skill. So yeah, we might consider something like that. All right, now that we've got any piece of wood whatsoever, what I can do is plan out our construction. I'm gonna do the same thing as last time, where what we do is we plan our wooden walls on the inside of our grid, for the reason that then we can build the stone walls outside and remove that. If I was running the replace stuff mod, I wouldn't worry about it, but that's going to be the plan for this. So we'll go ahead and assume we're going to build this longhouse relatively quickly. And the door positions for this, what I can do is, again, put them on kind of the outside where the doors will be in the end. That can be kind of the plan. But now what I want to do is I want to forbid all that, and then just focus on the starter little bedroom. Maybe what I'll do, last time I ended up having like an offset little door for the starter bedroom, but maybe what I'll do, and we'll plan our little kill tunnel over here at the same time. So I will put the door in this wall, even though it's going to have to be moved later, just because for our little trap tunnel, it's going to be a lot easier if that door is lined there. So we're sort of pre-planning a few more things. I think what I'll do as well is I'll plan, you know, at least the 3 traps over here. Like that. Go so that they go through there, and we will put a second door in this area, perhaps there, so that we'll be able to walk through. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and forbid all this because I don't want Emily to actually start working on any of this right now. And then finally, what I'll do is I'll designate an area. Well, I'm going to get rid of these corners because they are unnecessary. That. And yeah, a little quickie shelter. Do that. Don't need to build this corner right now, so we'll leave that there. There we go. So we'll have a little room ready to go for Emily early on. And like we did last time, I will get the bed immediately so that even if the shelter is not built, you will be able to have a comfy night's sleep, just because it's going to be very important that we don't randomly trigger a mood break early on, because that would be very sucky. All right, but yes, sow the rice, please. What's the temperature right now? 21 degrees currently. Okay, that's not so bad. And yeah, started with the 4 plant skill is going to be, because I'm trying to remember, did Wanda start with the plant skill 1? I think so. I mean, 4 is not fantastic, but it will grow. It will plant a little faster. It'll chop down trees a little faster, which is good. Oh, good. We got some medicine out of that too. I'll also tag a little bit of this. We do have super immune, so you know, hopefully we won't die to a disease this time. We definitely need to make sure we have some meds available. As soon as the planting is done, I don't know, do you have enough wood for the bed? Oh, you do. There you go. Go ahead and do that. Thank you. And I'm going to prioritize this berry bush specifically, then reset and do whatever. Okay, you're doing this because it's closer, but that's fine. But yeah, we've got a few berries kicking around because she's going to need to eat pretty quickly. And speaking of that, let's do the thing that I like to do. Rename the first thing in the list for outfits and food. All to default. Raw food over here, I'm going to turn it off, except I'm going to re-enable berries. If you're desperate, I still want you to not eat the raw food if we can get away with it. And I'll plan my penoxycline usage at the same time for the default tree there. Again, we might have to make some adjustments later if we're dealing with Imperials that are anti-drug and do dumb things, but for now, this is going to be okay. All right, again, we've got Emily's plant cut higher than her construction, which, if I did flip it around, I wonder if we could have gotten a full shelter right now. We might be able to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set our construction a little higher and see what happens. Right, we'll still have to cut some of these things out of the way. A little bit of botch. I think we've got enough wood to finish the job now. Be a question mostly of how many times does she botch, so whether or not she can finish this before it's sleep time. Oh, another botch there. You're doing recreation time. Well, I can't blame you. I mean, you're pretty miserable. I'm also going to be pretty hungry here. There you go. You're going to sleep. Okay. We might have been able to enclose her without the botch, but she's not going to have the slept on the ground debuff. She's going to get the comfortable buff as well, which is going to help. Although she was so hungry, she woke up from her sleep to eat, which is a bit annoying. I think I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to lock in on a biphasic schedule quite early on, just to avoid an early mental break. You know, if we can keep the full recreation thing is good, and avoid falling too low on sleep, because we're going to have other negative modifiers going on. Bring the construction back down here. Let her finish the plant cut instructions that I've got. She's going to end up finishing the construction before tonight anyway. These bushes and things that are in the way of my construction area. Maybe not the most optimal thing for her to be cutting right now, but I guess it's fine. Chop that as well, because you're going to need to get the roof. And I turned off the automatic home zoning chop, chop. Ooh, 34 degrees. We're going to get heat stroke in a second here. All right. Well, I suppose you're going to need a passive cooler in the room. Wow. That is hot. We did start summer, so that, you know, fair. Roof this in, and now you're going to have a safe temperature area. And you won't have the slept in heat, sweaty debuff, that kind of thing. All right, we have nothing for Emily to do anymore. We are definitely gonna need some more berry bushes. So what I'll do is I'll do select all on the map, harvest fully grown, and then I'll just reset her. So she'll go and pick a few more berries and be ready to go. And you know, maybe I don't have to do the little temporary housing. Maybe I could have gone to the big housing immediately, but... let's unforbid... So I can do that with... There we go. If we do this, we'll have our little kill area. Probably craft an early quick weapon too. I mean, I can have her just equip a log as a weapon. Production, crafting spot. So we'll get you a torch too. And we will do a club. It'll be a wooden club. That's gonna be fine. Let's let you finish this one. Okay. Now select all, cancel. Oh, while you're here, Emily. Hold these 2 stacks of berries. There we are. Good. All right. Thanks, Em. Much appreciated. There you go. And you know what we'll do for the assignments here, too, is we'll say, why don't you carry an herbal medicine with you as well? There you go. Thanks. Watch construction. Yeah, she did start with a construction skill of, I think, 1 to 2 now. And there's going to be some things she can't construct with this. I think the electrical buildings, but... as you know now, if you watched, you know, enemy live stream runs, I'm quite keen on not getting early electricity. Don't feel like it's something you need to rush to. That might be wrong and stupid, but that's the situation. That's where I am. You know, don't do what I do necessarily, or maybe. And sometimes I have good ideas, but I implement them poorly, so that's always a chance. So we will need to cut down some more trees soon. Or are you still in the hauling? You know what? Maybe I'll let you finish that. Wait until we get the message that you're idle. Not a bad idea for you to go and pick up these things. Okay, you're probably going to be done here. Go. More wood. Need meal source. Yeah, well, we're going to eat some raw berries for a little bit longer. Yeah, go on a walk. Recreation satisfied. We can get to the +10 as well. There we go. You're currently hungry. You do have some food, so you'll be able to eat that in a second. Maybe they don't go for the raw food until you're very hungry, because I thought they stopped activities to eat at 30. I don't know. Oh, and then you're going to go for sleep. Well, you're going to interrupt your own sleep. There we go. Just like that. See? I told you would. There you go. That should let us finish our little safety spot. Do? No? Really? Oh, back to hauling berries. Wait, do you not have the skill? Oh my god, you don't have the skill to build traps. Oh! Alright. Okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting. We don't have enough skill to build traps. Well, I guess it's going to be important to get Emily to go and build some more walls here, because she's going to need to do that early just to grind up her skill, if nothing else. Too bad Emily's not a fast learner like Wanda was. That was a really good trait. Sacrificed everything just to be super immune. Now, if we do get attacked right now, I can pick up a piece of wood, but let's get you to do crafting, because you can use a log as a makeshift club. But much better to have an actual made shift club. Equip. There you go. All right. We need some wood to do some more construction, so we may as well go ahead and do the chopping. We probably need to pick some more berries too. How's the rice coming along? And we don't have a cook spot yet, but that's okay. So we'll give another harvest fully grown on the berries. I mean, it's going to be proximity, so she'll cut down the last couple of trees here first, and that's okay. We already don't need to haul the logs in here, so we'll do something like that. You can leave them outside, and we can put them in a dumping stockpile later if we do want some wood to be carried a little bit closer and stacked up more efficiently. So yeah, still generally fine with this because we're going to need it, although... Cancel that one. You can go back to sleep. So there should be a bunch of our berry bushes flagged to be harvested right now. So when Emily gets up, she should go and do that, and she'll have some food. We're probably due for our little either rat or squirrel or whatever attack pretty soon. Man, I really wish we had the traps up. And 3 points in melee is not much. I mean, I guess it's not nothing, but yeah, being completely unprotected, just waiting for one of these things to scratch out our freaking eyeballs, which would be a terrible way to start, because we're not going to get bionic parts for some time. Oh my god, the botched harvest. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Botched. Alright. All that. So we only got 2 more stacks over here. We might be okay before the rice grows. Okay, you are idle. So, yeah, let's unforbid the walls first. Because why not? It doesn't really matter. I suppose I could have her do some flooring and stuff too, but... More botch. But you need a skill 4 for the traps or something. Some heat stroke. Ooh, minor break risk. Recreation, awful bedroom. I'm sorry, bedroom's awful. Feeling stressed. Can you reevaluate? I didn't force you to start construction. I'm just gonna say, eat your meal. This is why we want you to be on the biphasic schedule. Do you get timed at 2100? Shouldn't you be doing entertainment right now? Maybe you're too bored of just doing walks. Maybe I should have prioritized a horseshoe pin. Oh, I have no more wood. Well, we may as well. That's not even any wood available from those. Horseshoe pin. Just... There's wood here. I know it's not stored. It's not reserved for anything. Oh, I already put it down. Okay. Before you go to sleep, let's do this so that when you wake up, could you not botch? There we go. So that way you'll have a source of entertainment when you wake up. That's going to be different from just wandering or cloud watching. Maybe that'll be okay. At least you can't have a mood break while you're asleep. Moving these rocks out of here, maybe the bedroom wouldn't be as awful, but... There you go. You might gain recreation from this a little faster. Is what, 70% efficiency? Oh, 100% recreation power. Okay. Because I don't know if the wandering or cloud watching, I don't know if it's 100%. Some things are above 100%, so you gain recreation super fast. Okay. Obviously, we're going to need more wood. It might be too much, but I don't know. We're going to need a fair amount pretty soon again. And we might have to give Emily more busy work. Her construction's not going that quick. I mean, she's got no passion for it. We've also got no more food left. Hold on. Just trying to find one that got flagged out right over here. Prioritize that one. Reset. All right, you're still gonna do it, but yeah, you'll have some food to eat in a sec, and then rice plant coming in. So what we're gonna do, assuming Emily can actually do this. Oh yeah, we do need the metal. Yeah, we have to go campfire first. All right. Temperature, campfire. Bum, 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 bum. This rice is going to start. Transport pod crash. That's pretty early. Oh, from Hivador. We could rescue you for a relationship boost. I think what we're most excited about here is your clothing. I say, oh, no, you're not the greatest. So I'm not going to be too sad about that. Oh, we did lose. That'll bounce back. It's going to be okay. Could you, I'm going to force wear this. There we are. And we'll just clear the force. Yeah. But there we go. So we got some non-tainted clothes. We'll deal with the relationship boost. It's not starting a war. Okay, you are doing some harvesting, although you are botching a bunch of it. How hungry are you? Just harvest one more berry bush here. There we go. Oh, we almost got 8 out of that, so it was mostly ready to go. Finish the harvest, finish the replant. Oh, you are pretty... Okay, you know what? Never mind. You are pretty hungry. Let's build the campfire. And then we're out of wood. Okay. Never mind, I guess. Finish the replant. You'll go and whack a couple of trees, and then you can attempt that. Wow. Maybe I really should have started with 4 points in construction again this time. Hopefully Emily's going to be okay. I guess we'll have to wait until next time to find out. It's a good place to put in a cut. I don't know what I'm going to call this this series. Probably something like, I don't know, Wanda's Requiem, Wanda's Legacy, something like that. I don't know. You guys will know at this point because you'll have seen the titles. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And hopefully Emily lasts more than 4 episodes.